Here's Schlieren photography showing a gun being shot. It shows a shock wave and it shows that gust of energy right there that only Schlieren can pick up. Now this is something that we can do with our powers to create shock waves and energy. I'm going to talk about a new idea how we can train with Schlieren photography goggles.
Hello everyone, this is Rick Cispidis, Mad Cat Sphere, and I want to talk about more of my ideas involving Schlieren photography. I've had this idea for a long time, and it's called Schlieren photography goggles. And you're able to put them on so you can see the energy around you. You can see all types of energy, air flowing, heat. You can see the heat coming off of things that are burning or hot. You can see the cool vapors from the ice cubes or from cold Coke cans. Um, and if you guys don't know, I made this video a few days ago about Schlieren photography, how it's able to see our chi energy or telekinesis energy.
Now here's a beautiful clip of Schlieren photography picking up a gun being shot, picking up the shock wave. See right there? You see that explosion? See, that's the thing, is that we can train with Schlieren photography like this and see our energy in real time. And we can work accordingly to improve ourselves and get better at pyro, electro, or telekinesis.
And how we can use that to train with in real time to get more better with it and with all our other abilities. But with the Schlieren photography goggles, is that you're able to wear these glasses, these goggles, to be able to see the energy around you and the heat and the chi energy coming off from the hands. Going outside and seeing the wind blowing through the space and heat coming off of the ground, or if it's snowing, you could see the cooling vapors coming off from snow or something like that, and you can see all the energy that's invisible from the naked eye.
Here's a cool little clip. This is gas being poured into a wine glass. And this is something that we can't typically see. But with Schlieren photography, we can pick up on things that we cannot see, which is a great interpretation, a metaphor of our chi energy, of our psychokinesis, telekinesis energy. We cannot see it, but it's there. And if we could work with it in real time, like right here, seeing as we practice, rolling cans, sliding cans, burning things, electrifying things, spinning side wheels, then we can work accordingly to adjust ourselves, to improve ourselves. You know, with these goggles, we can see these things and we could get more better with it. Very fascinating things. But this is just an idea, but it's good to ponder. Maybe it could be possible in the future.
And much more, like the frequencies from speakers. You can see like the speakers coming off, like the booms from the bass coming off from a car. You can see the frequencies coming off from a radio, or specifically the chi energy telekinesis um, frequencies, and also flowing chi energy from the human body. Because we're always doing that, we're always showing that. But the thing is, though, is that you have to have a Schlieren photography setup. So you have to watch all the video. But what I wanted to, I've had this idea for many years. I have old videos talking about it, and I was thinking about maybe they have X-ray vision goggles, they have heat vision goggles, and I started thinking, well, if you could wear something like a Schlieren type of goggles, Schlieren photography type of goggles, you'll be able to just put them on and see all the energy flowing around you so easily, and it'll be so much more fun and so interesting and so fascinating to see. Like right now, when you're looking inside your room or outside, you can feel the air blowing and you can feel the sun, and inside your house you can hear the sound, and you can see the air conditioner, you can feel the air conditioner and all that stuff. But when you put these goggles on, you're going to be able to see a world that the human eye cannot pick up. It's going to be a very fascinating thing to be able to do. And if you can wear these things while you're practicing, you can train with them. Just like I said in other videos, you can train with these. You can put these goggles on, and you'll be able to see the world, and you'll be able to see the energy coming from the chi energy from the hands when you're practicing doing side balls, and working on your cyber energy, and you'll be able to be able to see the energy surrounding a can, your intention, your your intuition surrounding the energy coming around and flowing around it, your chi energy, your telekinetic, psychokinetic energy, to be able to see it, so that when you're seeing it happen by using the techniques that you watch from the videos on YouTube and from my tutorials, you'll be able to send even more energy so that can roll, because we're training, but we're not seeing anything that's giving us any signals of it that it's working. So you have to go on faith a lot. You're blind. We're working blind here. So you're going off on faith and just hoping. And sometimes and it will pay off. But with Schlieren photography, you can see the energy, and you can know when to apply more intention, more energy, more just more belief, because you can see it growing and growing, growing accordingly to how you're feeling and how you're projecting your presence. So you can see something happening, and you can train in real time to get better. And the other thing too is I talk about the flame, the pyrokinesis. I said in the other video is that you can see the heat working from the hand before it actually burns the paper. So that's a real beneficial thing. You'll be wearing these goggles and you'll be able to see the heat developing and growing, and then it burns the paper. Or with cryokinesis, when you're seeing the cold vapor coming from the finger, and then you freeze the can or the water or the droplet. Things like that. It's very fascinating. But the only thing is though, is that with the Schlieren photography, it's kind of problematic, because this is the thing that I've come to conclusion because I've thought about it, is that the goggles will have to basically be um, small Schlieren for photography setups in the goggles. There'll have to be a Schlieren photography setup and the left and right um, lenses. So it'll be like a small little Schlieren photography setup right inside, a shrunk. So that's the kind of thing that's kind of far fetched, because if you know Schlieren photography, you need to have a big setup. You need to have a mirror, a slightly concave. I know in the video I said deep sphere, deep, but it's not. It's like a slightly concave mirror. It's what it is. I'm sorry about that. But and you need to have like a laser and a light source. You need to have a razor. And you need to. It's not hard to set up. It's not too expensive. The mirror is more expensive, but it's just very particular, and you have to be very careful and very specific in how you set everything up so you can get the right, so you can see the energy right. It's just very specific, but it's not hard to set up. And the thing is though, is you have to have these Schlieren photography. You have to set up a Schlieren photography setup in the goggle itself. But the problem is that the way it's done and set up is that there's a mirror. You can't have the mirror outside, or maybe you could. I think. See, like I'm just kind of thinking things up, but but in traditional way, you have to have everything set up, right? You have to have the object that you're looking at, the mirror behind it, the camera looking at it, the laser, the razor underneath the covering half or 25% of the camera, and the mirror is just loose, hanging out there. And all of this will have to be in the goggles itself, you know? And so that's kind of the problem, is you have to work out all the kinks. Now I was thinking about maybe there could be like basically like having a mirror set up to where it's almost like a periscope, kind of variation periscope, to where it's set up, but then the mirrors are kind of bouncing around, this small little thing set up like that, and then it picks up the light and the images so you could see everything, something like that. Or maybe perhaps you could just have the camera and the laser just pointing out, and then you have to be looking at a mirror externally from the goggles, something like that. So you're wearing the goggles, 50%, 80% of the setup or 90% of the setup is in the goggles, and then you just have this concave mirror, and you just put the objects in front. So the 80% of the setup is inside the goggles. The camera, the laser, and the small sharp razor is inside, and then outside is the mirror. You just put all the objects you want to see the energy of. This could work outside too. So that's the thing, is that you have to work on making it work. But I think it might be possible. It's not impossible. It's gonna take some time. But the strength photography goggles will be a real cool thing for psychokinesis training. And I think it is possible. It'll take some time. I have to work out the kinks. But tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Just want to share that with you. So take care, everybody. God bless. And that's just my idea I want to share with you. Schlieren photography. I'm going to try to set one up and try to do more experiments too. And You guys should do the same. Thank you.